Have you ever slid into the DMs of someone famous? I get really emotional about this. Have you ever been unfaithful? What? You set me up. You will answer a series of sizzling questions. For each question you choose not to answer, you will spend an additional 5 seconds in the cold plunge. Oh, that's horrible. Why did I sign up for this? Well, this isn't the beach. They told me Jean-Paul Gaultier chic and no one else is wearing it, so. Right, what do you prefer, to be too hot or too cold? I'm not a fan of sweat, which is funny because I'm doing this right now, so I'd probably like to be too cold, but not like frostbite, your fingers and willy are gonna go black and fall off vibe, you know? Oh, you said fanning it will make it worse. It is making it worse. I understand it now. What is the weirdest brand deal I've ever done? I'm not going to answer that one because I'm just a nice young man who's covered and dripping in sweat. How often do you check your TikTok followers? I want to say like, all the real answers daily. Oh, that's horrible. Monthly, it's monthly. Who is the best guest you have ever had on your podcast? There's so many that I've loved. I think back when we started, like the ones we did with Grace, GK Barry were just the funnest times. I did a Christmas special a couple years ago with the GC. That was the most chaotic thing I've ever done and I loved every second of it. To the point where she had a lunch afterwards and actually took a pair of scissors off the side and cut her hair into a bob and then went to lunch. And I was just sat there like, I cannot believe this is even happening. So I loved her. And then I went to her house and took her milk. Who is the most difficult guest you have ever had on your podcast? Knew this one was coming. I'm not gonna answer that because I did before and it got me in trouble. So, plunge pool for me. To give you context, the sweat is getting so bad, my eyes are starting to glaze, so I'm like, where's the camera? What's the biggest shock revelation you've ever had from a guest? I don't know really. Probably Rylan's voice, like his speaking voice, because when I watch him on telly, he's like, show Rylan. Then when he walked into the studio, he was like, you all right, mate, can I have a beer? And I was like, what? I thought it was like a Rylan tribute act they just sold to me, you know? Do you know a secret from a guest that didn't make it into the pod? That's such a hard one. I'm actually gonna have to think about this, which is hard because then I've got to spend more time in here. I'm not gonna answer that one. I'm not gonna answer that one. More time in the plunge. What is going on? Just fanning some air in. Doesn't that make it hotter? Oh no, it's quite cool. Nice bit of a breeze. Oh no, it's getting hotter. This is not how I thought my Tuesday was gonna go. Said you could come here often. Looks like he does, to be fair. Hi, Mum. Who's the most famous person in your contacts? Oh, that's a hard one as well. I've recently been texting Lorraine, been on her show a few times, big fan of Lorraine, I'm gonna go with her. Have you ever slid into the DMs of someone famous? Not DMs, but one time I commented on Troye Sivan's picture, which is probably even more embarrassing because that is public. I didn't even get a like. I did not even get a like. Why did you leave Gogglebox? Everyone thinks in TikTok comments or whatever that we were sacked. We weren't sacked, we decided to leave, and it was purely because at the time, George and I were working full-time jobs and we were starting to do more in social media and we were just like, why don't we just give this a go properly? And obviously it's been fun, so that's why. But I always say, I'd love to go back because I do miss shoveling my face with takeaway and chilling with my mum and dad. Have you ever been unfaithful? What? You set me up. Maybe in the past when I was a lot younger, like really young, because we all have past and we need to own that. That probably wasn't a good media trained response, was it? But I'm gonna be honest, because I don't want to spend too much time in the pool. What's a non-negotiable red flag for you? Showering. If someone doesn't shower much. I once met a guy that didn't brush his teeth in the morning and would just swish milk around in his mouth. He was straight and I did work with him, but like, that's a no-go. And would only shower in gym showers. Again, what's going on there? It looks like I'm crying. I get really emotional about this. It's actually the sweat. Who is your weirdest celebrity crush? My weirdest celebrity crush. I actually don't know. Maybe like Dermot O'Leary. Is that even weird? I don't think it's weird. Dermot's very, he's like I want to say, not a manly man. He's just quite, I don't know. There's something about Dermot O'Leary which I like. Do you know what I mean? He's just got those eyes. Yeah. The questions get worse. How do they get worse? Where is the craziest place that you have had sex? I'm not answering that one. So, because I'm a nice little boy from a town called Dunmo. Do you prefer having sex in the morning or night? Look, whoever likes morning sex, you're gross, because morning breath is a whole thing. But just aside that, I sleep, just to give you context, AirPods in with rain sounds on, my retainer, and then I switch to earplugs because Kane snores. So if you're waking me up to have sex with me, I'm gonna look like, I don't know, a dead rugby player. Like, it's not gonna be nice, do you know what I mean? So no morning sex ever. No! Did you send nudes to Kane? No, not answering that. That isn't a no, but I'm not answering. Is that kind of both? I've said no. You have some dirty minds, whoever wrote these questions. Cool down. You must now face the cold plunge. Remember, you can choose to leave the plunge early and face the bucket shower instead. Oh, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? No one's ever excited to go in the cold. My biggest concern is my penis and balls just going so inverted that they're not gonna come back out again. I'm about to get in the plunge pool. I don't want to do it. This is just a nice, warm bath. Cozy warm bath. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get in. I want my mum. I want my mum. Look at me. Look at this angle. Love it. Is that all right? I'm just trying to delay getting in, really. I want my mum. I want my mum. I want my mum. Sorry. No. Okay. No, I don't. I feel like I should just go all in. That was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I don't want to do it. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
People do that for fun? Is this meant to be something for fun? That was horrible, barbaric. Can someone please get me a towel? I'd like to get warm, thank you.